Good morning, trading world. It is August 4th, 2022, and this is my pre-market outlook and technical analysis for day trading the SPY. This morning, I'm going to cut through and be pretty quick. No long diatribe this morning. If you followed yesterday's pre-market or any this week, you would know and be prepared for the pullback this morning. You would know that I am looking for a reversal taking us back to the 416 area today. Now the question is, do we get another rejection or a clean breakout? If we get the clean breakout, I am preparing for a volatility box to widen and take us sideways to down another week or two. Either way, the MACD on the daily is telling me we still got some sideways action to play out for a while. Let's get straight to the key levels for the day. Alright, here we are with the key levels of the day. Starting on the resistance side, we have our 414 to 415 area as the jack resistance. Then our also important queen resistance is going to be the 416 to 417 area. This 416 holds a lot of weight. It not only holds the main channel that we're in, but it also holds the market maker's expected move, the upper end of the market maker's expected move for the day. So if we break through this, we could really start to fly, because at this point beyond 417, professional money managers have to start dynamically hedging, meaning they have to buy futures in order to hedge portfolios, giving us that boost and lift to keep going higher. Our king resistance area is going to be 418 to the 421 area. And those of you that have been listening to me for a while, you know I've been calling out this 418 421 area for a while now as a target to where this bear market rally finally sort of starts to fade or come to its end. On the support side, we have our jack support at 413 to the 412 area. Queen support is 411 to the 410 area. And then our king support 409 to the 406 area. The main thesis for today is bullish, closing above the 414.17 with a projected target high between 416 and 421. The alternate thesis is bearish, closing below the 414.17 with a projected target low of between 412 and 406. The current major channel we are in is 397 to the 416 area. The next major channel up is 416 to 425. We got the rejection that I was looking for yesterday off of that 416 level and got knocked back lower overnight, early morning. Remember, there is still leftover imbalance overhead, so looking to go get it today. That could get us back to 416, possibly 418 or 421. Getting to that 418, 421, I am starting to be comfortable with laying on my first swing shorts using some bear put spreads, because I still feel like we are going to waste a week or two going sideways. So spreads allow you to max time and equalize volatility. Also, this morning we have a key economic data event, the employment situation. That's going to decide kind of how we get this day started, or actually where we start the day from, because it could knock us much lower, or it could get us on the other side of the previous close, giving us a chance to have a trend day up instead of a trend day down. So that's going to be something to look for at 8:30 a.m. So I was looking to take advantage of the pullback this morning. I knew it was going to be short, brief, but I kind of left on some short, or left the last part of a short position on yesterday, kind of understanding we were going to push a little lower early morning, but not knowing whether that employment is going to take us back and kind of clear up that pull back, or get us back above that previous close, or take us a little lower. I was looking or hoping it takes us a little bit lower this morning, so to maximize the short position that I left on. With all of that being said, let's jump into the scenarios of the day. All right, our first scenario of the day is going to be our expanded range A structure. We can look to set a decision area low boundary around the Jack or Queen support area, then reversing back up. It is possible to see rejection on the 416 level again, or get that clean breakthrough of that 416 level, headed straight to 418 to the 421 area. So this is the key area here again today, seeing whether the 416 rejects small or rejects big, basically. If it rejects big, it could take us back down. We could actually see a revisit back down here before taking off again. So that's our expanded range day structure, and the key to any range day is this blue line represents the previous close. We're going to cross that previous close at least once during the day. Let's bring up the next scenario. All right, our next scenario is our rounded reversal day type structure. We could get a continued push lower toward the Jack or Queen support area and find our midday chop around either the Queen or King support before spending the same energy we use going down to go back up the second half of the day. With the rounded reversal day type structure, we also have a vice versa alert for the day. Everything is going to key off the employment situation in the morning, because we could have a wild move before cash open that changes the trajectory of where we start from. We could see a few things, but at 8:30, it is highly likely to see something like this first before the cash open. It kind of changes the trajectory of where we start from or where we're going. So if we get the vice versa alert, we're pretty much looking at something like this, where we get the continued push up first, find our midday chop either around the queen or king resistance area, and then second half of the day come back down with the same amount of force we used going up the first part of the day. So that's how that vice versa warning is going to look. All right, our last scenario is our trend day up scenario, which is going to be hugely impacted by the employment situation data release. It's going to be key whether it gets us back above that previous close. Otherwise, we could have a vice versa scenario in play. But on the trend day up, we open gap up above the previous close represented by the blue line. When the cash open comes, we'll get a fade back toward that previous close where we'll find support either on or before we get to this previous close. And then we'll reverse up, and this is our golden window, the best time to trade. Here, getting to our midday chop around either the queen or king resistance area. Second part of the day, we'll have probably a head fake or even a larger up, well, it won't be larger than this, but larger than normal up move the second half of the day, possibly not even getting that fade back into the close until after hours. So that's our trend day up day structure. And again, because of the employment situation, it is possible for us to get a trend day down where if it stays below that previous close pre-market, we could get a gap down, and then we would look to rally back up toward that previous close and then reject off of the previous close, giving us our golden window downtrend. And we will find our midday chop either around the possible queen or king support area, and then head fake down the second half of the day. But if we're downtrending, we're probably going to have a bigger than normal pop or rally into the close. So that's the vice versa for the trend day model. I hope this helps. Again, be very, very careful because we're in a big volatility box. If you haven't noticed, go out to your daily or better yet the 4 hour, and you'll see the sideways chop going back and forth, just big ranges, but still back and forth in the same area. So be very careful. And as always, I feel like your most important job as a trader is to protect the capital that you already have. And we do that by understanding and knowing the risk that we have on in each position. Closing this out this morning, as always, wishing you a positive trading day. Hope you have a great one.